Imagine if mastering any skill, learning a new language, picking up an instrument, acing your next exam, could be 10 times faster than you ever thought possible. What if there was a hidden switch inside your brain, an untapped power that could turn any learning process into a supercharged experience? And what if this secret wasn't reserved for geniuses, but available to you right now, with one simple trick rooted in the science of dopamine? If you're ready to unlock your full learning potential, you've landed in the right place. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project, where we turn ordinary learning into the extraordinary. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest brain hacks, mindset upgrades, and motivation you need to become unstoppable. Now, although you may have been taught to believe that struggling with learning means you're lacking focus, intelligence, or time, the truth is, the real struggle lies in outdated learning methods. Most of us were never taught how the brain actually wires information, and more importantly, how dopamine acts as the master signal for rapid skill acquisition. Right now, elite performers, memory champions, special operations units, and top-level students around the world are using powerful psychological and neurobiological techniques. They're not just relying on raw intelligence, they're leveraging their brain's dopamine system to accelerate focus, motivation, and memory. You can do the same. Let's start by shattering a misconception. Learning is not just about mindless input. It's not about passively absorbing, highlighting, or desperately cramming information. Real learning, learning that sticks for years, means activating your dopamine system and wiring your brain at a cellular level. You see, dopamine isn't just the feel-good chemical. It's your brain's signal for "this is important, remember this." When dopamine floods your synapses, you become more focused, interested, and receptive. This is why certain moments, like your first bike ride or a big win, stay burned into your mind forever. They were dopamine-fueled. So how do you tap into this power and use dopamine to become a learning machine? First, it starts with your beliefs. Surprisingly, neuroscience shows that your mindset shapes your brain's chemical response. In a famous Stanford study, people who believed they could improve, the so-called growth mindset, literally kept their brains more engaged after making mistakes. Their dopamine and neuroplasticity systems stayed active longer, turning temporary setbacks into potent learning moments. Meanwhile, those with a fixed mindset disengaged. Their brains shut down and the learning window closed. So, the next time you make a mistake, notice any frustration. That agitation is not a sign to give up. It's dopamine signaling an opportunity. Most people let frustration stop them. But if you push forward, your brain goes into a heightened state of learning because dopamine, acetylcholine, and norepinephrine team up to ensure your brain rewires itself for better performance. If you're watching and know you've shut down after setbacks in the past, that ends today. Every misstep is simply your brain's signal, delivered through dopamine, that it's time to focus and grow. Speaking of growth, if you're finding these insights helpful, pause for a moment to hit the like button and drop a comment about your biggest learning struggle or breakthrough. It helps more people join our movement. And trust me, the next dopamine-packed tip is one you don't want to miss. Let's move one level deeper. State-dependent learning. You're not wired to learn while half asleep or bored on the couch. Your brain absorbs information best when it's alert and energized, when dopamine is humming through the system. Here's how to prime your dopamine and your entire brain for massive learning sessions, just like elite performers do. First, perform 1 to 2 minutes of intense movement, jumping jacks, squats, quick stair runs. This sparks your sympathetic system, raising your heart rate and energy. Then shift into 3 minutes of slow, deep breathing, activating the calming parasympathetic side, giving your brain a clear, stable platform. Now, with both energy and calmness balanced, repeat a learning affirmation aloud 10 to 15 times. I'm smart and I remember everything I learn. This might feel corny, but vocal affirmation generates another dopamine surge, making your brain alert, motivated, and deeply attuned for the learning about to come. This chemical cocktail is the holy trinity for learning: dopamine for motivation, acetylcholine for focus, and norepinephrine for alertness. When these are released together, your brain enters a peak receptive state, ready to imprint new skills and knowledge deeply and quickly. The moment you finish learning something new, whether from a textbook, a podcast, or real-life practice, immediately teach it. This is the legendary retrieval effect. Teaching forces your brain to recall, reorganize, and articulate knowledge in new ways, multiplying the neural pathways encoding that information. As you explain, dopamine fires in your brain, turning recall into an active, pleasurable process. And don't wait until tomorrow. Do it right away. Teach a friend, a pet, or an imaginary classroom. Don't overthink it. The act of organizing and speaking out your learning instantly strengthens memory. If you can explain it simply, you truly own it. If you struggle, pay attention. You're discovering knowledge gaps your dopamine system is eager to resolve. If you're still watching, a gentle reminder: like, subscribe, or drop a comment about your favorite learning hack. Every click supports this community and ensures you never miss our next dopamine-driven strategy. We're not stopping at study habits. Let's obliterate the myth of cramming. Dopamine loves novelty, not monotony. Research at UC San Diego proves spaced repetition, reviewing material over days rather than hours, literally rewires your brain's hippocampus, deepening memory roots and making recall automatic. Here's how to turbocharge this process. On day 1, attack your subject with 30-45 minutes of pure, undistracted attention. Put your phone away, then teach the material immediately. Afterward, reward yourself, a little celebration, because every review session releasing dopamine cements those neural connections. At night, prioritize sleep. Deep sleep is when your brain, fueled by dopamine and other neurotransmitters, consolidates short-term memory into long-term wiring. On day 2, spend 10 minutes reviewing your notes and self-quizzing. In the afternoon, take a cold quiz, no peeking. By day 3, teach the material again. Every round is another injection of dopamine and neuroplasticity. As a bonus, after each learning session, try a 10-minute meditation or nap. Eyes closed, doing nothing. This is prime time for your hippocampus to consolidate new memories, making even a short learning sprint incredibly long-lasting. Now, let's unleash dopamine's favorite trick: forming unforgettable mental associations. Stop fighting with raw repetition. It's tedious and inefficient. Your new secret weapon is the mnemonic device, linking new information to existing memories through bizarre, vivid images. Want to remember that the hippocampus governs memory? Visualize a hippo on a campus reading flashcards. Your brain finds this weird, but dopamine loves it, making it unforgettable. Or confuse latitude and longitude? Think latitude is like a ladder, and you'll never forget which lines run east-west again. The weirder and more emotionally charged your association, the stronger the dopamine surge, and the deeper the imprint into memory. This isn't childish, it's neuroscience. Your brain is built to notice novelty. Boring information is ignored, but strange images ignite dopamine and say, "This is important, keep it." So give every new idea a strange, vivid, or funny mental picture. Don't just memorize, create, associate, and visualize. Each new association is a bridge built by dopamine, making retrieval faster and easier. You're not limited by your memory, you're simply missing the right playbook. When you activate dopamine intentionally, you create learning that's sticky, fast, and nearly effortless. Ready to go deeper? YouTube's algorithm has selected the perfect next video for your learning journey right here. Tap it to continue stacking dopamine-fueled breakthroughs. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a chance to become the fastest learner in the room. Your brain will thank you.